Hello!
Yes,
Hi everyone!
welcome everyone. It's Wicked
Hi!
Wednesday.
It's
Hello.
Wednesday, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
good.
wickedest of Wednesdays.
Um,
How are we all
welcome.
doing?
What did you say, Tom?
I said, how
Um,
are we all doing?
We're doing great. I'm doing great anyway. Um, Welcome to the first session of our brand new campaign, From the Ashes, it's called. And a big hello to any new viewers that we have. We are Wicked Game. We play TTRPGs. Today we're playing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, and we're going to be obviously for the whole of this campaign. I'm Lydia. This is Nikki. This is Michelle. This is Tom. I might have just pointed in the wrong place.
No, you got it. You nailed it. You nailed it, Lydia.
Nailed it. So before we get going, I'm going to do such brief. I'm going to keep it so fucking brief, guys. But quick note. This is a live, improvised group storytelling experience. You know why you came here. You know what you're watching. But it isn't very easy for me to give you like a detailed breakdown of the content that's going to happen in this campaign from beginning to end. However, being the DM, I can give you a light content warning for some things, and that would be imprisonment and mental and physical abuse. However, that's not really the tone that we want to strike here, but we do want to, your kind of mental health is very important to us, and we want to give all of our viewers the opportunity to safeguard themselves, look after yourselves the best way that you can, and we want to make entertaining content, and we hope that you enjoy it. I myself, over the years, have developed a system of pre and during and after game communication with my players to make sure that they're having fun and the best possible experience that they can have. I mean, I'm happy to talk about that. Not now. Maybe on Discord if anybody's interested at all. But just so that you know that, I look after my players as much as possible. I want you guys to know what you're getting yourselves in for. And the tone of our games are generally fun and heartfelt. But we want to give you a heads up. What else? We've got a YouTube channel. So you can, we're uploading stuff there now as well. At the moment, it's a lot of these sorts of sessions, but in the future, there's going to be special content. So do go there whenever you feel like it, frankly. And lastly, I think a really big thank you in advance to Flash and Rooney and Sweet Poison, who are our mods. Mwah, we love you.
Thank you.
So, enough.
Be good in chat, otherwise... Otherwise they will kick you.
Yeah, we're not watching, but they are, and frankly, they're more scary than us. Anyway, I think that's that. Let us shed these oily vessels and become our Iridian personas.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah.
My vessel is oily. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm so dry.
Fucking not. I know how much olive oil you put in your food.
I still suffer. I'm such dry skin. Sorry.
Who's cracking open a cold one right now?
Cracking up a nice, sick, sparkling water. Your boy's 70% water, and that 70% is sparkling.
No.
Revolting. Okay. You join us in the region of Telespia, where the soil is filled with sand and the breeze is always salty. It is far away from the heartland of the Empire and the eye of Emperor Julian II. It is governed by a system of elected officials and guided by the nobility of Telespia. And its famed tropical coastline, the Telespia is a heady mixture of flamboyance and desperate poverty. The sun has set on another day in the Iridian Empire. Clouds hasten by a glittering sky and a crescent moon looms large. Maybe in candlelit homes, the last whispered prayers are spoken to one god or another, or a tavern owner might blow out the final sconce in a closed establishment. But here, 3 people stand, still, but for the tremble of adrenaline coursing through their bodies, their faces lit with the flickering glow of a distant house burning to the ground. Flakes of ash are lifted by heat and coastal breeze and are pulled past them as they watch the roar of the flames. Let's introduce our characters a little bit, because we had a little bit of a session zero. These are not fresh from the womb. These people have experienced some things. Tom, why don't you tell us a little bit about Surge?
Oh God! First up, shit. In front of your mental cinematic vision, you see a young teal-skinned boy. His eyes are currently the size of dinner plates, looking at the flames, licking this building in front of him. Though his face currently is one of shock and awe, you can see the slight smile lines, though young, have already formed by his cheeks. The sort of whisper of a dimple, and in the sort of light of the fire, you see that his hair almost, or what looks to be hair, almost kind of comes back from his head in braid-like tendrils, ombre at the ends, with sort of like a darker kind of turquoise. He wears a almost like a gown on his body, cinched at the waist with a large leather belt, and everything is just covered in soot and blood. And that's Surge.
That's Surge. Nikki, tell us about Cam.
So the tallest of the 3 by some margin. There is a red-headed furbolg holding a carpet bag, appearing to be well dressed. Under his arm, he holds a painting of a city with just glorious colours, with canals and boats running along them. He bar some sort of like scratches sort of on the leg and like some cuts to the clothes. He looks largely unscathed by comparison. However, he's sort of looking down at the floor and not willing to kind of meet the gaze of this inferno.
Wonderful. And finally, Michelle, tell us about Nyx.
And lastly, you see shorter than her 2 companions, a young drow lady who again is also just covered in soot and ash. Her skin, you can see where like the ash has like got onto her face, but where tears have like run through it. There's a slight smile on her face as well as sheer panic. She's wearing an old, what was probably like black dress, but it's now like aged to be like a grey colour, but it's singed at the hem and at her wrists, and there's just scratches all up her legs. She looks a bit rough, I'd say. That's Nyx.
Standing close to each other, you begin to feel now you are further away from the blaze. You know, there's the odd cloud, but it's basically a clear night, and that cool evening air is starting, you feel it, and you turn to walk away, to walk towards your new life. And as you walk, let's see what we've got passive perception wise. I'd say, Nix, you can hear as you turn away from the fire, on your right hand side, you can just about hear away the sound of the ocean. So that is going to help you get your bearings. And you walk off into the moonlit night. Tell me about what are your feelings, what are your movements, what are you saying to each other?
Yeah. I think I've frozen.
No?
You good?
Yeah, I think good. Yeah, I think though tentative and still in shock, Serge starts walking with a sort of spring in his step on the balls of his feet, and kind of is just looking around at everything, sort of breathing it in, and he kind of looks to the other two and says, I mean, do you think we need to tell someone, or I mean, it's a pretty big thing. That's just
No. We can't tell anyone. Nix is just gonna come over to Serge though and just like grab him by the face though and just be like, look at you.
Well, I mean, I can't, but yeah, it's been a while. You're taller than I thought you were gonna be.
But you're shorter than I thought.
Well, and I tell you what, you look as fine as ever, Cam. It's a pleasure, and I sort of hold out. I kind of give Nix a big hug, and I kind of sort of put her to arm's length, and kind of hold my hand up to Cam to shake as well.
Cam, Chamomile is gentleman. He grabs your hand and sort of gives you a big shake. Chamomile also know that we should be far from fire as soon as possible.
Yes, you're right. Cam was it? I've only spoken through you.
Cam.
Oh, sorry. Cam, Nix, Cam.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh my god. Yeah, we have to go. We should go.
Right.
Yes. Chamomile says we should go for the docks.
Docks.
We shall
right.
take boat.
Okay.
Just try to not dissimilar to a parent ushering children, but just tries to kind of them usher them along, just knowing, just being painfully aware how much the two of them stand out right now.
I mean, where do we get this boat?
Yeah, where do we go? What do we do?
We will speak to sailor. We will speak to bargeman. We will get on boat. We will ask nicely. Chamomile knows that this is a well full of kindness. We should not fear. And just kind of it's doing this and just pulsing, clenching his hands as he's trying to walk with them. Just.
Wait. We're just gonna get on a boat with strangers.
Strangers who do not know about the fire.
Okay. Just give me a minute, and Nix is just gonna stand still for a second, and just look up at the night sky, as she puts her hand over the burns and stuff on her dress, and just casts mending over.
Yeah, this is for you the first time for what feels like forever that you look up and you see that moon shining down on you, and you have this sense of deep connection with the night, and that magic, it just springs out of your hands like it wants to cast itself, and your dress is, kind of scooches out a little bit as the frayed ends mend themselves. And you're looking tidy, mucky, real mucky, but tight. Yeah. You are speeding away from the fire. In fact, turning back now, it's kind of duney. This area of the world has those tough grasses that grow in dunes, and it isn't long before you have enough sand dunes between you and the inferno that you can no longer see it. You just get that warm glow, almost like a kind of sunset.
Lydia, are there any like flowers or like wildflowers or like even kind of like weed adjacent wildflowers, like a dandelion or something?
Roll a little perception. First roller.
No pressure.
It better be a nat 20.
Looking for flowers.
Not a nat 20, but it is a 17.
It's good. Yeah, there are. I told you this was going to happen. There are. It is because it's nighttime. The main flowers that you see that are like that would be a dandelion have kind of they've closed up a little bit because it's nighttime. But there are lots of those around, and there's like a creeping viney kind of flower that has a white. A kind of white bloom that is.
So the ones that they're not completely kind of closed. They're just kind of like budding to kind of.
Yeah, they're like that. Right now.
I think Cam probably gets distracted the first time you sort of come across any kind of like natural flora, and just takes him a moment to kind of like regroup and then move on.
Nix will give him a gentle nudge, like, come on.
It's very pretty.
I tell you what, it's a lot darker out there than I remember it to be.
This is the night. She comes, but once a day. She takes charge. Is like the wave.
Right, but why can't it be light? Like, I just quite like it to be nicer. I can't really see much.
What? You can't... Look, it's the moon. Like, she's shining down on us, isn't it?
All right. It might be shining down, but I can't see anything.
Oh.
And I sort of, as I say that, it's the sort of the ends of my hairs sort of just start to kind of like sparkle with light, and they kind of float up just a little bit so that they're kind of ebbing and flowing as if in a tide.
You are now a beautiful beacon of dancing lights.
Well, that's better. And I start skipping away.
Yes, make it easier on me. We should stay close. My art is not too good in the dark.
Oh, I can pretty good at seeing in the dark.
Ignore him.
Yes. I'll be on the lookout. What should I be looking out for? Ships, right?
Ships, boats,
Okay.
dogs, friendly people,
Water.
cards, the water.
I'd hope to see water as well. Just if you see that, then.
Okay, and when we get on this boat, where do we go? Just wherever they're going to take us?
Like just hold up the the ripped out painting, like ripped the painting out of its frame of Arroway Haven. This is Arroway. It's very nice. Sikros, he go often. He's always a little bit kinder when he come back. It must be a real haven. We go here, We find
Yeah,
kindness
you look
here.
at this. You look at this picture, which is torn at the edges, and you see beautiful buildings, and in between the buildings are clear tropical waters. Instead of streets, it is canals with boats on them, and the water is just crystal clear and glittering, and you can see through the water to the kind of underwater windows, and looking up there are beautiful bridges that connect the buildings, and so many people, and some of the edges of the buildings have awnings out the front so that you can so that you can buy things like little kiosks and stuff, and so many people looking at it. This looks like the most beautiful, elegant city that you could truly hide in and be lost in plain sight.
Cam's gonna as the painting starts to roll up from the bottom, he's gonna go, I want to see, and he's gonna use his elbow to try and unroll it. It's see, see this?
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
It's gonna just point to this is he called it a hanging basket. They put flowers up near your face so you can see them and they're not so far down. Look. You see?
I see
the basket by the window?
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, I want to see.
You want to see the hanging basket? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can do that. Okay, well look, if we're gonna get on, look, we need to hide all evidence that we were just in a fire. Is there any water nearby?
I mean, you certainly heard the ocean a little as to your right hand side. You could walk for a little while and probably find yourself.
It's sandy where we are, right?
It's not full beach, but it's that duney kind of little tufts of grass and long grass.
It's that England between the woods and the coast. It's that little grassy dune area that you always have to go through to get to a beach if you're anywhere but the very south of England.
You can't have bare feet. Well,
No.
I mean, Serge has to, but it freaking hurts.
If we get across any kind of uncomfortable ground or anything that would be sore on Serge's feet, I will carry you across the sharp stones or the difficult sands.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. Thank you very much.
Just
Honestly, we are such a team. Aren't we such a team? We are such a team.
Yes, I guess we are a team of sorts.
I mean, we can do literally anything right now.
Oh,
like,
good. We need to get that blood off you, though, Serge, and maybe clean you up a little bit, Cam. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't like it.
It's okay. It's okay. Look. Let's get to the water. Wash ourselves off. I can maybe try and do something with your robe.
Right.
we find the water. We wash. Is chamomile is gentleman. We will dress. We will see nice people. We will get on boat.
Right.
We go to haven. We
Yeah.
breathe.
Okay, you have a choice now. Walking towards the beach. It is you come to the edge of the water and you have the opportunity to wash yourself, and it is the moon off the water looking out over the ocean. It's beautiful, and you find yourself thinking, do you camp here for the night, or do you put more distance between yourselves and what you've left behind? It's not a choice I can make.
Fair. What do we?
I mean, look, whilst I know the moon has been in the sky for, like, literally forever right now, I don't feel that tired. I mean, I don't know about you, but we can carry on if you want.
I think I'd feel better if we... The more distance we have from that place, you know, I do think we need rest. I am feeling pretty tired.
Can I smell any burning? Can Cam just sort of go?
Yeah, roll a sniffy perception, please.
So I get quadruple advantage for a sniffy perception for having the soul of a dog. That was even better, guys. That was a 21.
I, sir, am a beast boy.
You do not smell. 21.
Just like smoke, fire, kind of like maybe Surge's kind of like beechwood aftershave.
Yeah, there's a lot of the smell of smoke that's going to cling to you guys. It's going to cling to your hair for a little while. And every now and again you get a breeze. I think with a 21 you probably wouldn't smell it anymore. I mean, you know, from the you're not going to get ash in your eye from the inferno. I think you walked for an hour or two, and you are a fair way away from it. This bit of beach, it is sand, but there are rocky like areas, so you know, you do kind of think to yourself, if you know this, it wouldn't be impossible to imagine that you could sleep here the night. But then also, as Nixa said, there is something to be said for just walking through the night.
Are we actually at like is it like a cove, or is it just the
it's just
coastline?
A stretch of beach. In fact, why don't you roll roll a bit of investigation for the area that you're in.
Okay, this is going to go excellently because both of the other rolls so far have been great.
Only good rolls, guys. Only good rolls.
Oh, it was okay. It was a 16.
Okay. Right, having a little look around with your tenderly dancing lights. You find like a little, like the remains of what a long time ago would have been a sort of beachfront property. Like it would have been a little stone hut, but it is now completely ruined. And you actually see where somebody else has sort of taken a bit of shelter there, and there's like a very old fire pit that's long since sort of most of it's been pulled away back out with the tide. And yeah, it is there's large rocks, and there's sand, and there's little tufts of grass, and you could find shelter here, and you feel fairly confident that that you know, when the tide came in, it's not going to pick you up and wash you away. That'd be a bummer. Like, right, just that's it. That's the end of campaign. We get washed away.
It's a castaway campaign now, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Sturge kind of pads over to the sort of what are essentially the ruins, and kind of pats some sort of sand away. It doesn't really do the job, so he kind of closes his eyes and pushes and casts gust at the sort of like foundations, so there's a little bit of like non-sanding. We all know how it feels to get sand where it's not meant to go. It feels bad, man. So yeah, he's just sort of trying to get away as much as possible, and goes, I mean, we can always spend a night you know, under the stars. Under the stars, in front of this beautiful view. Hey?
I wouldn't hate that. It might be nice to just enjoy this moment of quiet freedom.
Is this
Okay.
this is a home? Is anybody
I don't think anyone's staying there at the moment, Cam.
is polite to knock? No. And I'm just gonna give just like a little knuckle rap on the door.
There's no door.
think-
It's literally anything that
On the
might
frame.
any. I you know how I like to yes and, but there can be no door. It is just like if there's any wall, it's no more than like I think at the tallest part of a wall might be 2 foot high, but then there's bits that are taller, but mostly it's just rubble. But you can just see that kind of areas of foundation in the ground. But you knock on the wall, and you see plainly through it that there's no one there. But you feel like you did the right thing. You felt like you were polite.
Chamomile is gentleman. We knock is
You are a gentleman.
I think it's free real estate, to be honest. I think we're good.
Again, end of campaign. They settle down and they live in the foundations of this ruined house.
No one will find us here.
is if you'll want to sleep, I can maybe we make like a little bed or
Oh, and I think Nyx has like grabbed a bag
yeah, I grabbed that carpet
she's
bag
gonna
when we
go-
left.
through, and she'll pull out a bedroll and a blanket that she's found.
I mean, she says bedroll. What this actually is it's the cushion that it's the long furnishing cushion that comes from the sofa in the house that you've come from, and it is perhaps 4.5 foot long.
There's this. I don't really sleep that much, so if one of you would like to take it,
It's okay. I took a bag too. I'm gonna pull up the carpet bag. I'm gonna like set it down. I'm gonna open it. And I'm gonna pull out an aubergine, 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 a book,
Oh.
one piece of paper, and a small bag of sand. It's like, oh, I thought maybe I had maybe some pillows too. And he just starts like shoving it all back in.
I love him so much.
Same, he's too cute.
But now your aubergines are covered in sand, so
Oh, you didn't have to pour the sand out.
No, it's sand for the floor. Yes,
Oh,
Well, okay.
I took food.
You've got food. That's excellent. I look in my bag. I did not bring any food.
well, I didn't bring anything, and he kind of like Serge kind of brings his arms up. What are these called? Arms up, and kind of. there's
What's
no
it?
plan. What's that? Oh my boat! So I mean, it's better than me. Well done for thinking of food.
Yeah.
Is
Should we? I mean, it feels like it's way past the time that Cam usually brings me my food anyway.
I've had some food already. I not so good a cook. I could warm them if we had fire. I could make some foods for you.
Oh, I can. Maybe we can make a fire, right? You need what? Sticks? Dry sticks.
Is wood in the fireplace? Sikros always had a large like logs, like small logs and or large sticks, and he had this clippy thing. I do not have the clippy thing.
Clippy thing. Okay.
Clippy thing. Clippy thing.
Well.
Clippy.
Well,
if you're going to attempt to make a fire, anyone that's going to attempt to make a fire can roll survival.
Oh, I'll have a go.
Yeah.
Serge knows not how to make said fire.
Oh, that's a 17.
Only
Okay.
good rolls. Only good rolls.
Leave the good ones. Yeah, you spend a bit of time looking around. You find some dried out driftwood, and you look at the old like fire pit that somebody else left behind, and you try and like copy the pattern of the wood that's already in there, and then you stare at that pile of wood and think, I wonder how, and I don't know, you get this like this weird memory about this with a stick, and you do it for what feels like an hour and a half, and eventually you get this little like waft of smoke, and between the lot of you and her like kind of old memory and putting little kind of flakes of chips of wood in there, you eventually get this meager little fire going.
I did it!
Is
You are so good. You're so good. This is amazing.
It's probably like 3 in the morning now. It took her 2 hours to make a fire, but she fucking did it.
I did it! Oh my god. That's fire. You need fire, Camp, right? You said you need fire?
yes. I'm just gonna skewer 2 of my 7 aubergines and just hold them over the fire. And like, I'm just gonna get my hands a bit too close to it first.
Careful.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What could you like stick the sticks in the ground so you don't have to hold them?
If the stick fall, you burn the food.
Oh, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, thank you, Cam. Sorry, I keep calling you Cam. Would you prefer chamomile?
Cam is nice. Is new, but is nice.
Sorry, when Serge would, tell me about you, he would just say Cam. So I've just been calling you Cam.
Is nice new name Serge made?
Oh.
Is like little name.
It's like Cam, but shorter, so it's easier to say.
Yes. Yes.
Sikros always say chamomile.
Yeah, we don't like that, so.
It's okay. It's me.
Yeah, it's you.
But Cam, little name is nice.
Yeah.
You sit talking on and off. Sometimes it's just nice and quiet, and you hear the waves and the fire. And before long, you have 2 roasted aubergines.
2 blistered aubergines. Thank you very much, Lydia. I held them in the center of the fire. They are raw inside and burnt
Your
on the
Nicky's
outside.
showing.
Yes, eat, please. Do not be hungry.
Oh, thank you. I'm rather hungry. Oh, it's hot.
It's very hot. It's very. You blow.
I think I sort of take mine and go, thank you very much, and kind of run to the sea and kind of just douse it, just submerge it a little bit and kind of.
Yes, Cam
And
forgot.
then-
Is the wet food.
Dip it off and like, This is good. Slimy, but good.
It's very wet. But
Yeah, I mean, you haven't eaten vegetables in a long time, and this is just aubergine with no salt or anything. So it is just, I'm not going to describe it for you. You know what that tastes like.
No,
Campfire
describe it in
aubergine.
detail. Full submersion.
Lydia, we've got 1 hour and 15. Let's go. This is the end of the fucking episode.
It is, the night is wearing on, and do you attempt to get some sleep?
Yes, I think I'll offer to keep a watch if these two.
Yes, no, it's okay. You sleep. I'll keep watch. With the other two willing, I would like to sort of like put them in a corner somewhere, like in between, and then sit in the front
Nobody
of them.
puts Serge and Nick in the corner.
I kind of sit in front of them and on their like one like kind of flanked end, and then eventually fall asleep with my back to them, but my like face outwards at like the rest of the world. So like they're like behind me. It's like it's okay. I will look. I will. You will be safe.
So right, so let me get this straight. You've pushed them in the corner.
I've not pushed them. If they only
pushed
if
is
only
not-
they're willing.
You've herded them into a corner, and
If
then
and only if they're willing.
and then you are sleeping with your back
to them, my face out to the world.
and you're going to sleep as well.
Not immediately, but I will eventually sleep because it is early in the morning and it's well past Cam's bedtime.
Okay, roll me perception for the time that you are attempting to stay awake.
Do I switch dice? Hey guys, I'm using the dice I inked on our stream, on our crafting stream.
Nyx doesn't sleep. She trances, so she actually just sits with her back to the wall that Cam's herded her in, and sits cross-legged and is like, okay, and then just goes into her trance.
What's your watch?
21. Only good rolls.
Okay.
Jeez.
You
Straight up.
you watch. It is quite a quiet night, and you know your eyelids begin to get heavy, and you feel pleased with yourself that you have guarded these people, and you fall asleep. And I'll say this, when you wake, it is with searing pain biting down on your foot.
Yeah!
And a feeling of yanking. And you look up to be face to face with a large black and white snout looking at you with its teeth in your feet and its fur, the most enormous badger you've ever seen looking at you
Yes,
as
tooth!
your foot is in its mouth. Let's see if we can't do a little encounter.
Oh goodness gracious!
Is this the one are we going up to the other screen, Lydia?
We are, if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to just arrange you how I think you have basically explained it to me.
I'll let
For
you
a
do that
second
before
there, I
put this over.
genuinely thought it was going to be carnivorous zebras, but thankfully, it's just a badger.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll move us over.
I'm yeah, I mean, go for it.
Hey, folks, is this the first combat?
It
First
is.
combat.
Level 1. Let's watch us all die.
It's just a light random encounter, but things can always go wrong. Let's in fact do, gosh, this is all so new for us.
Yeah, hey folks, we're doing a completely new thing. We're doing it on Foundry Virtual Tabletop, as we're using that as our kind of go-to. And it's still new to us. It's
What an
great,
experience.
but it's still very new. If anyone out here
Are you rolling?
likes the look of this, check it out. Foundry VTT. he says, whilst going, "Oh shit, what am I doing?"
If you could
Sorry,
do your
I
initiative
did roll a physical
in
initiative.
thingy, that would be great. That would be grand.
Yes, absolutely. Ooh, 17.
14.
Why is mine not rolled?
It has rolled.
Oh. There you
Ooh, good fucking rolls.
go. Yeah.
All right,
me.
so initiative goes Nyx, evil, big bad badger, Surge, Cam, yeah, and then back to the top. So Nyx,
Important question.
Hmm.
Is it daytime?
no.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Yes, Badger!
Oh,
This badger is probably around the 3.5 foot size.
Oh, okay.
3.5 foot. That's almost as big as me.
Oh, Serge, not Tom.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Serge is bigger than 3.5 feet, isn't he?
He said almost as big.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh goodness, I don't know what to do. Actually, I do know. Nyx has been grabbing onto like what looks like a little knife, but is actually like a little scalpel. She's just had in her hand pretty much the whole time. So I think she's just gonna lunge out behind Cam. Can I attack it from here? I don't know if I moved.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stab it. Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
That
Hey,
hits.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and 5 points of damage. I just like wave and I'm like, oh, get away,
Get away.
get away. And then I'm sort of like hiding behind Cam, like, oh. That's my turn.
Beautifully done.
you go full Madam Mildred when. Ooh.
Ooh.
Next up is the badger, who is going to, I believe, attack the person that just attacked it.
Oh, heavens.
Oh heavens! Oh god.
Oh no.
Let's see. Oh, Lids rolls her first roll of the campaign, and it's a natural one. So I think you guys are going to do real well.
Only good rolls. Asterisk for the players.
Yeah.
The badger
Yeah, it
just
kind
starts
of
walking up and goes, "You
it
fucking
snaps and
bitch."
snarls at you, and just about misses you and your cape. And next up is Surge.
Yeah, I think Serge sort of wakes to the sound of his new friend yelling in pain, and kind of as he looks up, he almost sort of like smells the blood in the air, and sees that it's Cam's, and kind of the happy-go-lucky kind of look on his face just goes kind of deathly still, and his eyes kind of full on Bruce the Shark from Finding Nemo. Like just goes, like pupils completely dilate, and he goes, "Fuck off," and he's gonna do Mind Sliver, which
All right.
I'm gonna try do
That's
it in.
Intelligence saving
So
throw.
it's an intelligence saving throw for you, please. Can you do this, please?
How smart is the badger?
It rolls a 13. I'm going to take a wild guess that it's probably got minuses to its.
Let's hope it's not a smart badger.
I mean, badgers will always take you by surprise. Okay, 13 minus 2 is 11. Guys, don't get me started.
Cool.
On this, that is badgers.
So it fails. So I'm going to roll the damage, which is a 5. Oh shit! Have I kept that to? Yeah, it's just Game Master. Good. It's 5 points of psychic damage. and you need to roll a d4, I believe, next time you roll a saving throw and take it away.
Huh.
It's a great spell.
Okay.
So
Next
I think-
up is. Are you moving? I'm assuming you're not. If that's the end of your go, let's
No,
move on
kind
to.
of-
Tell me, do you move?
Sorry, it's lag issues. I apologise. No, I literally just sort of back up to the wall. That's all.
Cam, it's you.
Just sort of like with like jolting him. It's like no, his badger, his teeth. It's not nice. It's go away. I'm just going to attempt to shoo the badger away without hurting it.
You're gonna try and shoot the badger. What?
Shoo the
Vicky?
badger. Shoo the badger.
Shoo it. Oh, shoo it. Right. I was gonna say you do not have a fucking gun. All right. Well, roll me now. Are you rolling animal handling or persuasion?
I would like to communicate with the badger instinctively.
Okay, then roll me persuasion with advantage, but I'm going to warn you, this is a high DC because of reasons.
Hey Lydia, I've got a +0 and,
Head empty, no thought.
head empty, heart full.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Okay. You try to hone in on speaking directly to the badger, to its very heart and its very soul, and it just bares its teeth and saliva drips. Sorry, Zan. Saliva drips from its maw. You have not convinced this hungry.
Is no bite. No, go away. And that was my turn.
Cool. Next up, a hidden badger.
They're the ones that'll get you. They're the fuckers that'll get you. The hidden badgers. Fucking hidden badgers.
That's how they get you, though. That's how they get you. They say there's one badger. Actually, there's two. That's how they get you.
This one looks a little bit smaller, a little bit less completely bloodthirsty, but still, it is sort of heading towards the carpet bag of food. It can smell the food. It's less interested in eating you, more interested in eating the food. Top of the round.
For, our international friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in a panic, Nyx looks up to the sky and looks up at the moon with this sort of like pleading of like, God, I just need to do something. And as she looks back down, her eyes have like gone white. And I would like the badger that I just attacked to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh, wisdom.
Minus that
I
D4
bet they're
from
wise
Tom.
though.
Minus 1d4.
It was a natural 20.
Oh, well.
Minus
2.
1d4.
Lydia, roll the D4.
Yeah.
Lydia,
There's no
I have-
way. There's no
Lydia,
way
roll
to
the
be.
Lydia, roll the D4.
I have. It was a 2. Ooh.
Fuck.
And so that is an 18 plus wisdom. They are wise. Shit. So that's a 19.
Oh, then you know what? Nothing happens. She just goes, "Fuck."
You
Yeah.
bested me this time.
What, do you not like the swearing?
He is not polite.
Apologies.
Oh, no. I'm anti-swearing.
And that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Next up is Badger, who, let's face it, didn't like having its. It's going to turn towards Surge because you were the last person to hurt it, and it's going to attack you once with a bite and once with a claw. Whoa!
Yes, team.
Bye. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. That's 22 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hit. with 11 to spare.
4 points of bite damage as it grabs hold of your bare foot and crunches down into your ankle. It's as it's doing so, its paw rakes down your leg if it can. No, it doesn't. It tries, but it misses your leg. Okay, moving on is Surge. Your go as this badger pulls back with some of your blood in its mouth.
I think, fuck it. I think Surge just sort of screams in pain, and as he does so, the eyes just kind of like static. They almost look like static, kind of in front of them, as an innate chaos bolt sort of like leaps out at this badger. That's going to be
Chaos Badger.
Yeah, fuck it, I might as well. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So 19 to hit. I thought so. So I've never actually used Chaos Bolt. So
That's right.
The first is 2d8. The first d8 is the type of damage. So that's a 2. So it's 2 cold damage plus another 8 cold damage. So 10 cold damage against this bastard.
Freezes in its spot and dies.
Excellent. Can I ask, does it still have its teeth in me as it freezes?
No, it doesn't.
Because that would not be ideal.
That would be a dick move on mine.
And I kind of like, as much as I possibly can, kind of like hide myself behind Cam and just clutch at my leg.
Well, you can move behind Cam. You can actually move behind him if you want. I'm not going to move you. That's rude.
Oh, I absolutely can. Yeah, I'm actively going to move behind Cam now. Kind of whimpering.
Speaking of which, it's Cam's go.
Cam's just gonna go. It's like and he's gonna run up to the other badger and try and like pick it up so its legs are like pointing outwards. So like it's like no, just go away. It's dangerous for you.
All right, let's grapple the fuck out of.
Session 1. Badger grappling. Is that not 20?
It's our first natural 20 of the campaign, and it's to grab a badger.
Oh, and it rolled so well. It got a dirty 20.
Was I showing the 20 or the 8? It was a natural 20.
So there's a tussle as you try and grab it, and it's sort of frightened and snapping, but you kind of and you grab it, and you've got it with its scrambling paws out front. I mean, this is a whopping badger, but you have it in front of you.
It's not for you. It's you go.
And what are you doing with it now that you have it?
Sorry, Lydia. Do you expect me to have thought this far? I'm going to. So I've moved 20 foot to get there, and I'm going to, while grappling my opponent, move the rest of my speed, which is halved. So I'm going to carry the badger 5 foot away.
Okay, all right. That is good. That's your go. It's go next. So it's gonna squirm like that pug in Friends when Phoebe's got hold of the pug.
Is it trying to break the grapple? Is this what you're saying?
It is trying to break the grapple.
So I'll make my athletics. So I rolled a natural 19.
Oh, well, you beat it again. Fuck.
Only good rolls.
It can't. It's wriggle, but your those big fur-bulk arms and shoulders have it locked in tight, and its little feet just dangle in the sand.
Is not polite to bite. You be nice.
Okay, well, it's facing a way to really be able to do anything else. So, Nyx, I don't know how you might assist in anything, or just watch because it's fun, or try and save the food, or what you want to do with your go.
You ever see someone do something and then immediately go, I can't get out of this situation now, And you know, it's like when someone picks up a pigeon and they're like, "I just have this now. I just have this now. I just have this now."
Yeah. Yeah, I think seeing that it's gone after the food, I'm gonna run over to the food. I don't know where it was.
It's probably where you were.
Over
Like,
here
I
somewhere.
didn't take it with me.
And I'll
the fire.
scoop it up in the bag or pick it up or whatever, and then I'll turn to Cam and be like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Yes. It's Big Badger. It's.
Okay. And I'll look over to Serge as well. Did Serge got hit? Is he looking okay or?
He's looking like he's feeling fairly sorry for himself. Like 2 hit points worth of sorry for himself. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Okay. Then what is that? My action picking up food.
I mean, no, I would say that you could probably, that would be your like, I mean, it depends how much you're doing. Would you want to do something else?
Well, if Serge looks like he's gonna pass out soon, then I would like to deal with that first.
Yeah, I don't think saving. I mean, there's so many aubergines.
We've got 5 left.
I couldn't make it a free action to pick up all the aubergines that you've got, but you could kind of get them, pull them out of the fucking mad scuffle that's happening between a furbolg and a badger.
Again, I do not have a carpet bag with me while I've grabbed hold of a badger.
Okay,
I left it where it was.
So I will let you kind of basically kick them out from underneath, away from the scuffle and heal Surge easily.
Then I will do that, and I'll I go come. Oh wait, there's a wall there. I can move. I'll just step back and take Surge's hand and be like, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay." And I cast Cure Wounds on.
I think
Surge.
Surge looks up at you and he's just fully crying, fully.
Oh no! It's fine. It's okay. Look, I'm here. Cam's got it under control.
Nix, what does it feel like to be healed? What does it feel like to be healed by Nix?
Oh, good question.
Is it like a cooling? Is it like having a cool pack?
I was thinking it's like a cool breeze, or
It's like a cool breeze.
Yeah, you know when something if you've got a burn and something cool on it really soothes it. It's like that feeling, I think. So she heals Surge for 5 hit points. As this coolness just washes over you.
Wonderful.
Amazing, thank you. He kind of like.
And Serge, it's your go. I mean, we're sort of loosely still in initiative because I'm only keeping it in initiative because I just want to see where on earth you're going, like how this can possibly end, or if you're just going to hold a badger and roll to grapple, really from now until eternity. Because
it's time to do the full character reveal, guys. My name is Cam Badger Arms, and this is my character.
Eventually you'll befriend the badger, but you still can't put it down, so you just have to the badger has to pick things up. When you finally get a weapon, the badger has to hold it.
Yeah. Just duct taping an axe to this badger's hand. Is it like?
Okay.
You dried your eyes and it's your go.
Can I sort of get up from where I'm stood? Where I'm sat, and kind of wipe my eyes and just sort of shout, "Go away!" and try and kind of this is kind of fuckery, I realise, but try and push the badger away with gust. Can you make a strength saving throw, please?
So does Cam.
Okay.
It does say one medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed, as opposed to tomfuckery here.
Interesting. Interesting. I'll say this: if officially your bonus action is to say to Cam to hold it out, then I'll kind of allow it, unless you had something you wanted to do with your bonus action, because
Absolutely
they're sort of inhabiting the same space.
Yeah.
Oh, a strength saving.
Absolutely. Strength.
Does it have disadvantage because it's grappled?
That's true. I mean, it got a 7 anyway, and the second one was better. 7 is a strength saving throw.
Okay, cool. In that case, it gets pushed out of Cam's hands and 5 feet away from it.
I go, "Your badger!" Like releasing a dove.
Just gonna tumbleweed away. Cam, it's your go.
As it goes 5 foot away, so still essentially next to me. Hey, it's great. It's further away. I'm going to turn and go, "Gyo! Be gone! Gyo!"
All right, roll your advantage persuasion.
Gladly.
Badgers, badger chatting, guys, with wicked thing.
That's a 17, Lydia. You said this one was not as bloodthirsty or as keen.
It's true. I did say that.
I'm holding you to it, Lydia.
But
Technically,
also,
technically, if you look in the book, this is a non-bloodlust badger, so it has different stats.
but what you're not taking into account is the innate evilness of badgers in general.
I actually have proficiency against badgers.
I'm going to say this. Badger... Look at it trucking round like a fucking tanker. It's badger's go now. If that's the end of your go, which is just speaking badger.
What did you think it was going to be, Lydia? An attack? Sorry, is that what you... Kian is a gentleman.
This badger begins to move away, and you could swear it calls you a bitch as it goes. You could swear.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is kind of a private joke, guys. It's so rude to do that, but you just could swear it calls you a bitch as away it goes. I said that, that's the end of it. You stay behind your ruined little wall, and you just hear it trucking off into the night. To try and find its meal somewhere else.
I'm just going to run over to the others and be like, "You okay? This is the badger. It bite. It hurts. You okay? Your leg?
Yeah. Are you okay? Besides,
Is okay. Cam is big and is fine.
Let me take a look at your wounds, both of you.
Chamomile is fine.
You're bleeding.
No.
Are you not?
No.
I thought you got attacked.
Is just boot.
Oh,
It's just boot.
Oh, then let me look at your boot, and I'll cast mending on his boot.
And then while I've got one boot on, I'm going to pick up the frozen badger and waddle out to sea with one sock and one boot on the sand, and then just kind of like lay it into the tide.
We could have eaten
Oh,
that.
that's going to be a really bloated, rotten badger at some
Yes.
point. But yeah, away it floats.
oh no.
We could have
Beat
eaten that.
it.
We could have eaten that. It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Aubergine's great. Aubergine's fine. Oh,
it's good. It's good for you.
yes. Though we will need to find something else other than aubergine.
Sikro say vegetable make chamomile big and strong.
Yeah. Well.
You are getting yourself back together. Serge, are you back up at full hit points?
Not quite.
Not
He
quite.
sort of limps over to Nix and says, "Thank you so much for that. It feels a lot better already. Look, can I do anything for you? You've done so much. Do you want this? And I pull out like from a pocket in the gown, just like a sort of handful of like caltrops. And so,
Oh,
do you want?
don't really know what I do with them. You know what? Just I don't need anything from you. You know, you've done enough. You honestly, look, you kept me sane. Okay, hearing you talk to me got me through this. So you don't owe me anything. Okay, we're all in this together. You, me, and Cam.
Yes, it's as such a we are a team.
Yes. We're a team now, I guess. We're a team, and we're going to Arroway
Haven.
Arroway Haven. Okay, yes, we're gonna go there.
So I can see the hanging basket.
Cam needs to see the hanging baskets. I have no idea where to go.
Is a nice place. We go there,
Okay.
and then next step
Yes. Then we work out. Where
is
to
like
go.
escape 2.
Right. Okay. Yes. Like it's the
We
next start of
we
part of the
escape.
plan.
Now we escape again.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, is that okay, Serge? I mean, you know, is there somewhere you want to go? Do you have somewhere? Do you have a home to go to? Or?
I mean, no, not really. It's just look wherever you want to go. I'm happy to go too. What about you? Do you have a home, or can we take you? Can we come to wherever you come from, or is that not? It's fine if it's not okay, but
Let's look. Come on, see the hanging baskets. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just get far away from here. Get to the hanging baskets. Hopefully, find some way of making a bit of money so we can eat something other than delicious aubergine.
Maybe the sailors they need help or
Oh, work. We can work. Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
or maybe they have gifts for 3 people with no home.
Right. Yes. Here's the thing that I think we should have a little chat about. People might ask questions. You know, where are you coming from? Why are you leaving? Things like that.
I leave because my home it burned.
No.
It
No. It did, but you cannot say that.
Why? It's truth.
I mean, we're coming from where we went from, and we're going to where we need to be next.
Yes,
That's not right.
I like the vagueness of that more, but yet, Cam, I think it's paramount that we don't actually mention the fact that where we came from, and the fact that we came from a burning building, because there might be people looking for whoever did that.
Kiamal must always tell the truth. Is Parasol?
Who told? Did Sigros tell you how to always tell the truth?
Yes.
Right. Well, he talks a lot of fucking shit, Caroline.
Well, we be nice to Cam.
I am nice to Cam. Sorry, we are nice to Cam. Look. If you don't want to tell lies, that's absolutely fine. It's understandable. I'm not going to make you lie. However, just don't mention it. That's not lying. That's just not saying things. Can you do that? How about you said you're leaving home?
Yes, that's
true?
yes. My home it burned,
No,
so I
no.
leave it.
I say as you're talking, the peak of the sun breaks over the horizon.
Oh, what is that?
I think Cam is just like fully enraptured by
Beautiful.
a sunrise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Nyx is like, oh, it's so bright.
It's beautiful.
Is it? Yes,
Yeah.
it is sort of.
Is the day she's back to Kritas.
Serge is kind of looking at the rip of the waves.
If you guys now don't go back to sleep, you'll take a point of exhaustion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just FY to the eye.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm happy to close my eyes, do all this.
We'll rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I think as the other two are sort of like bedding down a little bit, Serge kind of like limps over to the ocean and kind of like walks in so that his ankles are just kind of being lapped out by the waves, and kind of like sits down and like bum shuffles his way up to kind of like up to his neck, and then kind of like really tentatively, really slowly kind of like submerges his head, and as he feels like the panic rise in his chest, he kind of like bursts out and brushes himself off and kind of just looks out into the waves for a bit, and then goes back to bed.
Yeah. The water feels nice. You know, you're kind of covered in sand. And then you know, it is, you know, you've cooled down, you feel a little bit cleaner, and you just want to be airborne, landborne again for a while. Airborne. Okay, so you fall back asleep, or you trance, and it is then that weird sleep that comes with kind of being bundled up together, but it's the sun is bright and it's hot, and you know, you are the sort of the insects start to come to life in the sand as it gets a bit warmer, but you manage to just about squeeze out a full long rest. So you can click that button, get your hit points back and your spell slots and all of that kind of thing. And I'm guessing that you have, you know, that you set off again along the coastline.
Yeah. If we pass any people, I don't know if we will, but Nyx is just going to be very wary of keeping an eye out for like guards or anyone like that who looks like they're looking for people, or anyone talking anything about fire or anything.
Right, well, your passive perception is quite high, but let's roll perception for the general, like, you know, active.
I am listening out, but am I at disadvantage? Because
you are at disadvantage because
it's so bright out here.
Really just looking.
Oh, one of those was a nat 20. But the other was 14.
Other was
14, so 19 total.
Okay. You walk for, I mean, you wake fairly late. The sun is already quite high in the sky, and you head off, following the coastline round, and you basically don't see anyone for a while. You're not following an official path because you're following the coastline, and it is a beautiful day. You know, the is that what's going on with the music? Is it still? It's still quite
real drumming and battling.
Yeah.
I know. Let's just chill out with the music.
This is Serge's kind of
internal tempo. Yeah. It is, it's not easy to walk on dunes. I don't know if anyone's ever really tried to ever go on a jog over the dunes. It feels rough. And you're not on an official path and you don't really meet anyone, but the day is warm, it's cloudy. There is that brisk wind that it's not a cool wind. And the sound of the ocean is still relatively gentle. And come like mid to late afternoon, you see a collection of buildings near the sort of on the dunes ahead. You approach.
Yeah, tentatively. This is like a little hamlet. There are just a few dwellings here, possibly 7-ish dwellings, and you see people sort of milling about. One of the main people that you are actually approaching is a person who is actively fishing with a net on the shore, throwing a net. It is a halfling man. Get to the right part of my notes. This is the big bad.
Here we go, guys. He has wisps of sandy hair that probably at some point were combed over, but right now the wind tosses them around a little bit. And he has like a meaty chin and jowls and lots and lots of freckles. And cropped trousers, no top, great hairy chest, and he has just pulled in his net and he's sort of turfed the fish into a basket, and he's like rubbing a sore spot on his back, and he sees you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? What's your name? Sorry.
All right, I'm Gary. Who are
Gary.
you? You don't get people walking through this way that much. Where have you come from?
Oh, here and there. We've been walking down the beach for, Christ, I don't know how long. Like it's been. Hmm?
It's a nice day to take a stroll, though, isn't it?
Gorgeous. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute because I'm gonna completely parrot your accent.
Yes.
Right. I'm. You've found yourself in Gliscross.
Gliscross?
If you're lost, I can tell you that you're in Gliscross.
Oh.
We don't have much here, but can tell you where you are. He starts like stretching his net out again, like he's going to cast it out. Anything else?
Kamamal is having a good day. Is Gary?
Right, yeah, I guess I'm having a good day. Which one's Chamomile?
Is me.
All right.
Chamomile is.
I see. No, that's fine.
And I offer my hand to shake.
Kind of wipes. He wipes his hand on his trousers and gives it a shake.
This gives Chamomile the pleasure.
Right. Well, if you're I don't know if you want me to say and do anything else for you, but
yes, actually. Sorry, we're trying to get away to Arroway Haven.
Arroway, yeah,
yes.
That's not far down the other way. You keep going. You're going in the right direction.
Oh, can we just walk there on the coast?
It'll take you a while, but
Is
yeah.
the hanging the basket?
Christ, you just ripped that right out of the frame, didn't you? It's got...
Is found?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, isn't it? Sort of, tentatively like takes it from you and holds it.
He's Cam's doing that thing, you know, when like a kid gives you something and you take it from them, and they actually didn't want you to take it from them, so they're sort of like their hands are sort of like so ready to get it back. Just like
he's a bit too small. It's really big. It's a bit too small for him. It's a bit too big for him even. But so he sort of happily hands it back. That's nice. Well done.
I kind of look over at Nix and go, we were looking for a boat. I was just wondering whether you had a boat that we could have.
His eyes like dart to his boat, and he goes, "No."
Oh.
I mean, in the sense that I've got that, but kind of need that. It's my job, that.
Oh, right. Right.
You don't really get much round of that kind of thing round here. I mean, we've, you know, we're not really. I mean, you can see we're not like a town or anything like that. We're just who we are, you know.
It's not.
What are you saying?
Gary, say again. Is not.
You know, we haven't got like a big boat that people can just take.
Oh,
we don't get people coming through that often, so we don't have things for transportation. We don't even have a tavern. We've only got Binti.
What?
Bilty.
Binti, yeah, she's she's
Binti is a lady.
Binti is she's she's all right. She's down the way there. She's got a big house. Sometimes people stay there and that. She makes good picross. Sometimes she sells that stuff on, you know.
Picro?
Picross, you know what you drink. Strong.
Oh. Okay. It's not.
Anyway, if you want to go and talk to her about a place to stay for the evening, she had the big house. She came from a big family, but she didn't. Apparently, she's too good to get married, so she lives on her own in the big house. Sometimes she rents her rooms out when people come through, but it doesn't happen that often.
How much does she rent the rooms out for?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her about that. Anyway, she'll be in her house, turning the house around, because actually, funnily enough, somebody stayed there last night, but she'll either be inside or she'll be round the back, because she's got her rig there where she makes her picross.
Gary, I was just wondering, would you need any help at all? We are coming from somewhere that means that we don't have any money or anything. We don't have that much food either. I was just wondering whether we could do something for you for some of your fish or something. Would that be all right?
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Also, can I roll an insight check? Nix is like very concerned that we're blowing our cover or coming off across very suspicious.
That's a 19. 14 plus 5.
Only good rolls.
Only good rolls.
Well,
Michelle, only good rolls, Michelle.
Well, so I rolled a 2, which means that's a 7.
God's sake.
It's too bright. It's too bright here.
This guy just, he's got so much chest hair. You know, it's so much chest hair. It's really distracting. You're trying to work out but actually, that strawberry blonde mass of curls that's slightly billowing in the wind is just, it is. But with your persuasion check, I see where you're coming from. Right, well, I tell you what, I had quite a good haul the other day, and I put them in smoking, and I get a terrible problem with holes in the nets from quippers. But so I wouldn't mind fixing some of my nets. I suppose if you wanted, I could take a hand, but I'm not sure I could pay you that much. I could probably give you some fish. I don't know, maybe.
Look, Nix, I think you can help him with the nets. No?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll totally will help.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let me
All
take
right.
a look at this.
Seems God, what a stroke of luck! I can put my feet up for the rest of the day. Brilliant. And he picks up the big like basket of fish and goes, the nets are there. I'm going back to my place, which is here, and the smokehouse is round the back. So I'll be by there when you've fixed nets before, have you?
Yes.
Don't look the type, but I'll take your word for it. There's like a little pile of nets on the beach.
I just look at them and in sort of like panic, like looks up and then it's like, oh god.
Chamomile cannot fix the nets.
It's okay. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Just give me a second, and I'll kneel down with the nets where it's like torn or broken, and just cast mending and hope it works.
Yeah. Okay. Just remind me. I'm gonna have to let the bloody cat out. But if you can you, it does. What's the actual amount that it mends per cantrip? So just so we get an idea of how long it would take.
Oh, and it's 1 foot. So what's that? That's like a foot? No. Is that a foot?
This is a foot.
About that much.
It's
God, that really hurt.
It's a big pile of nets because not only does he use hand nets, but he has like like cordoning nets for sections of the water so he can kind of back them into it. So there's quite a lot. It would take you a little while. Okay. But then you would have done the whole lot. So you're just going to sit down and keep casting your cantrip of mending over and over. Yeah. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm just gonna sit on the sort of like, are we on like I imagine it for some reason like decking over the sea kind of thing, like
it's not quite decking over the sea, like let me paint you a picture.
So it's not quite sort
of you've got like essentially one street, one like kind of track which has the 7 buildings scattered either side of it, and then there's a small amount of decking that comes through the dunes and towards you, but they start to kind of break a little bit as it gets towards the actual shoreline. So you can sit on decking, but it's not raised up over the edge of the water. It's just too. This is like a real broke-ass hamlet.
Okay, cool. I think I'm just going to sit next to Nyx whilst she works and kind of like watch her doing her thing. Watch the sort of see the gulls flying overhead. Watch the sort of like the white tips of the sea as it crests. Just kind of sit there and take it in. Yeah,
it's very calming. Beautiful. Cam, are you doing anything yourself or?
I think Cam would have like picked up like a flower on the way here. I think he's sort of been a bit distracted by that, but I also think he's mindlessly touching everything. You know, do you remember when you were young and you would walk down the street and you would just like hold your hand out and just touch everything that you went past? Disgusting and dirty.
Thing that is literally a nightmare right now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he's. The kind of like tactile response is I think he's touching a lot of stuff. I think he's looking at the flowers, and I think maybe he's to an unsettling degree just staring at anyone that walks past with that like the kind of like honest like intensity that's just like that is a new thing, and I want to absorb all of the shapes and colours and lines.
No. Cam, that's a stone. Don't put that in your mouth. It's not for your mouth.
Is feel nice?
It might also have things on it.
Is like. Are you just gonna like just put that stone into the carpet bag?
You are making a very good improvised weapon, though. You're just going to fill that bag up.
It's not weapon. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I think there's like a genuine like glassy-eyed look when he's looking at the flower, though. I think there's I think Cam is sort of a bit gone to the world when he's like he gets very easily transfixed by both textures and like nature. I think.
Yeah, those flowers that were dotted around the coastline that were kind of mostly closed last night have bloomed open, and they're like an orangey yellow dandelion. You know, they're a deeper orange than we know them in the UK. But they're a deep orange kind of dandelion type flower.
Is Serge? Is Serge seeing these before?
No, I can't say I have. It's pretty though.
It makes.
Don't you think?
It makes Cam's stomach heavy.
What's that?
It's like belly of sand. Is like Cam empty.
I'm sorry. That's horrible.
I think he's just gonna with his inside knuckle just sort of stroke the petals as you would like a bird.
Oh. Serge just kind of gets up and just wraps his arms round Cam's back from behind and just kind of sits there and kind of gives him a pat on the arm and sort of pops his head on his shoulder and says, "We'll get you more. How about that?"
Chamomile will see the baskets.
Yeah.
I think Nyx is just overhearing this, and there's just a tear down her cheek of this is so beautiful. I'm gonna die with these two. They are the softest and the sweetest thing, and just oh my god, I'm done for.
I'm thinking of that MasterChef kid who's just with a frying pan crying, but she's just mending nets. Going,
just keep going.
Oh fuck! That gif kills me. That kills me so much. MasterChef kids just.
Yeah.
I think after a little while you have essentially completely you've made meters and meters and meters of this netting pristine, of just finding little patches, even areas that weren't torn but were frayed a little bit or worn away a little bit, and you go and find the guy who kind of says, you find Gary. He says, all right, you had some problem, did you? No, what?
What? No, oh no.
Are you saying you've done?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There was miles of nets. What are you talking about?
She's amazing. She's freaking amazing.
He kind of walks over. I mean, I know you're doing this, but and
there's way too much net to carry.
There's a lot. He walks back down to the shoreline and goes, "Well, bloody hell! Look at this."
It's good. It's not bad. It's not.
What are you, magic?
No.
I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying it's good. You've done quite a lot of work for me. I just don't know how you could have done it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'd like to talk about it.
Well, you keep your secrets then, young lady. And he hands you over 5 copper. You've done me a very good service. I was going to need to get some new nets after a while, and they cost quite a lot. So you've done me proud. Thank you, young lady. I didn't actually catch your name.
Oh, I'm Nyx. Pleasure, Gary. She looks at his chest hair again. She's like, oh.
It's like 2 bacon lardons in a bowl of straw.
It's the 2 saddest meatballs in a bowl of spaghetti.
No sauce. It's two little chocolate chips on your vanilla ice cream.
Thank you, young lady. Well, I thought I was going to have a day off, but I guess I better get back to fishing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Gary can have day off. Gary can rest. Is the feet up?
Well, it is kind of the end of the day, isn't it?
Exactly.
I guess. Put
Is
my
it?
feet up. I'm going to get some of Binty's picross, I think. Treat myself.
Gary?
Hmm?
Is this how much is this? I'm gonna hold up one of the copper pieces.
That's a copper.
And is
It's one. It's one.
oh, I'm gonna pull out an aubergine. He goes,
You could get a few aubergines for
I'm
a
gonna pull
copper.
out all 5 aubergines.
Are you selling me aubergines? I don't want them, please.
Is chamomile
I don't really like
only
them, they're a
have
bit
only
slimy.
have these, none of these.
I think Cal would like to know how much
These?
would we get for 5 aubergines?
Or no,
He sort of takes a closer look at some of the aubergines. I don't think you could sell those aubergines.
no.
They look-
Is chamomile has no aubergines, but has
Right.
this.
Right.
How many
Oh, you're looking to buy
chamomile
some?
have?
I think you could probably get. I think you could probably get a good small basket of aubergines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you wanting? I don't sell aubergines.
No, is chamomile. He have aubergines. Is good. Thank you.
Righto. And he picks up a kipper that's from his smokehouse and kind of tosses it to you. Now you've got a kipper.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Oh, it's all sandy now.
Oh. No, you're allowed to touch that. You're allowed to touch that. It's fine.
Is
okay.
fast. Is speedy. He just picks it up and just sort of runs his finger down it a bit before cleaning up blood and then putting it in the bag. I think he runs it if it's still got scales or whatever, and he runs it with and then against gently to feel it.
You know, it's a kipper and it's got a
Hey
strong
Lydia,
smell.
I don't know what a kipper feels, smells, or tastes like.
You've never had a kipper? What is this madness?
Think about that sentence. Of course, I haven't had a kipper.
Oh, you've not lived.
To be fair, kippers are Edwardian people.
Yeah, it's like an
used to be, let's
old.
be honest.
It's like a fucking Jacob Rees-Mogg move. Getting fucking
To be
kippers.
fair, I haven't eaten a kipper in at least 250 years, so it's about right.
Garrett, do you think you could show us where this Binty is? Is that her name?
Yeah. She's only over there, and he kind of points to what is the only house in this hamlet that has a second story.
Oh, it's just that. Yeah, I guess we should. I know we kind of heard.
I think if I can hear right, she's probably around the back.
Oh, okay. Well, do we go there then? And stay there tonight?
Go say hello.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well.
that sounds good.
Would she know? How we can get to Arroway Haven?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you've only got to follow the coastline. I think it might take you another day if you're walking.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we'll just. Oh,
Yeah, you're not far.
excellent. All right. And I'll turn to the others. So we'll stay here for one night. And
then
set out.
in the next day, we see the baskets.
Yes. Yeah. We'll see the baskets next day.
Sure. Sounds like you got yourself a plan, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, if you organise that, if you sort yourself out, I reckon we could sit down and have a drink together as the sun goes down.
Oh,
wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah. Oh,
That
gosh,
would be amazing.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you
you
so
sort yourselves out. I'm gonna pack my things up for the day, and he kind of he walks off.
Okay.
I immediately pull the kipper out of the bag and offer it to Surgeon Nix, just like.
I think as he sort of walks off, I go. Oh, actually, I'll just. I'm just gonna go talk to Gary for a second. I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
All
I
right.
go back over to Gary and sort of say, Gary, look, Cam is super lovely, and he said something that literally broke my heart about 30 minutes ago. Do you know where any flowers might be?
We struggle to actually grow good flowers around here because there's too much sand in the soil. But I think Binti has a plant box that's got a rose in it.
No.
Yeah.
All right, great. That's great. Thank you so much, Gary. We'll see you. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Looking forward to that drink.
Yep. You got to be careful with Picross. Very strong. He walks down the way. I don't think any of you would know Picross, would remember it, but it is a kind of strong, like turpentine style alcohol that a lot of households brew themselves. It can not only be drunk as a really cheap, strong drink, but it can also be used as a cleaning product in the Iridian Empire. So,
my favourite kind of drink.
Do you know what's really fun for me, Lydia? Is sometimes I don't know what is fully from your fictional world that we currently exist in, and what is just either posh or rural shit that I've not come across in my own life, and I'm like,
kippers
maybe...
don't exist in the real world. I made up kippers. Kippers is an Iridian thing.
Right.
Okay.
Fine, I made it up.
I mean, she's saying quippers.
Quippers, right.
Quippers.
I've seen the stat block. I know what you mean now, yeah.
The rest of you have already headed off towards this two-story. It's got like a built-out covered area to like the opposite side of where the sea is, and as you kind of walk around that way, you do begin to hear a combination of like fire noises. You can hear running water. And you can hear the gentle humming of a sea shanty, just quietly under her breath. I feel like Nikki's eyes just went into full, oh no, it's a Tinker face, but it isn't. I'm going to just...
No, you said fire, Lydia.
Oh, fire. Yeah, sure. And you see a... Indeed, there's a kind of dugout kind of canal, like makeshift canal that has been dug out from the sea through, which then meets a bigger stream further on down the way. And there is this kind of complicated setup of barrels and casks and tubes and some blown glass bottles and beakers with open flames and braziers and a cauldron over a flame with it's another halfling. She has blonde hair with some early like grey in it, and she's just all big brown eyes and eyelashes and a low buttoned shirt with several like tinny looking necklaces that have made her neck and decolletage green from the quality of the jewelry. And she's stirring this cauldron and sort of humming to herself as she does it. And she's, I'm guessing to start off with, it's just Nyx and Cam, right?
Cam, what I would Cam no leave Surge is Cam wait.
Cam's stressed because now the party's separating a little bit.
Cam is just like, yeah, he would have waited for Surge to get back. Cam would not want to have walked off.
Well,
Yeah,
Nix, you approach the blonde. You approach the blonde halfling, and she sort of notices you as you get quite close, and she goes, "Oh, hello! No, don't come too close. I'm just going to keep stirring, but don't come too close. It can get a bit feisty around here. Are you all right?"
Oh, yes. I was just wondering if I could acquire a room for me and my companions to stay in for the evening.
Oh, bloody hell! I only just took the blankets off from somebody who was staying last night. I never usually have this many people. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess. I guess that'll be 5 copper pieces. How many is there?
5.
I've got 1 room.
Oh, yeah, there's 3 of us, but we...
All right, that's quite a lot. That 5 copper pieces, that'll... sorry, it's not really fucking get me. That'll get you the bed for the night, and it'll get you dinner, and that'll get you breakfast. It'll set you up good. And as she's talking, you hear this crack, and as one of the thick blown glass beakers explodes and sets starts a little fire starts next to the thing. Cam, you see this as well, and I'd say Serge, you're probably rounding the corner at the same kind of time. And she's there, she sees it, she goes, "Oh, bloody hell, I can't leave the cauldron. If I stop stirring, this thing will explode as well, and then we'll be in real trouble. Can you put that out quick? Otherwise the whole place will go up." Now, the 3 of you, as this fire begins to spread away from the canal and catching light to the tufts of grass, this grass is very dry and it's beginning to spread really quickly. We're going to do, the 3 of you, a very brief challenge. So each of you can do a thing to try and help put the fire out. Whether that is a spell or a skill, you can pick, and we'll see how well you do. But she is panicked and she is still just stirring this thick, liquid in the cauldron.
Cool.
Starting with you, Nyx, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness, I'm not built for this. Nyx is apparently good at starting fires, not putting them out.
I'll say this. This complicated system of tubes and beakers and stuff is still just spurting out sort of distilled alcohol onto the flame, which is one of the reasons why it is spreading so quickly.
Could I will probably take damage, but could I mend the beaker?
Yeah, you give me just a general. Why don't you roll me an Arcana to see how good you are at getting close and
I have to touch it. I will have to touch it. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Only good rolls. Forget about the 2 from before. Yeah. Only good rolls.
So yes, that's a good point. Remembering that you have to touch it.
Yeah.
Can you please roll me a dexterity saving throw?
It's Flex Seal, just...
DC, let's say 15.
Okay.
Boy, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, I rolled a 15, plus 2, 17.
Very good. You are not on fire, but... I'll get away scot-free. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. 2 points of finger burn. As you touch this hot beaker. Cam, what are you doing to help this village not burn to the ground?
Will my tears put it out?
But probably a bit too slowly.
There's panic around the smell and the thing of fire, and as we kind of move through that really kind of olfactory driven sense memory, and it's like that flood, and he slowly moves towards kind of other memories to do with fire, and remembers that there was this small bucket of sand that Sikros used to keep by the hearth, and he goes, yeah, he like pulls out the bag of sand that he's got in the bag and begins to like pour it like over the fire where like the liquid is pouring to like to cover any overspill. He's like, yeah, is okay. It's and it's just like frantically trying to just like cover it with sand.
Yeah, I'll say roll like a raw dexterity.
Cool.
So d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
16.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good. Oh.
Along, not just because that bag of sand was just a little pouch, but seeing it work around the edges of the fire, you start to push like the soil over it, and you're beginning to smother some of the flames. Serge, tell me what you're doing.
I think Serge sort of sees like just sort of turns the corner and just sees fire and sort of liquid bubbling, and it's brought back to a time in his not so distant past, and like in his mind's eye he sees through a sort of thick pane of glass a face sort of like smiling cruelly at him, as water around him just gets hotter and hotter and hotter and starts to bubble, and he sort of puts his hands up as they shake. He kind of puts them out towards the water, and he uses shape water, which one of the effects is that you can freeze up to 5 foot of water. Now it's not technically water, but it is liquid. I don't know whether this would work. But I figured I'd give you a word picture to try and obfuscate the fact that it might not work.
Interesting. Real fucking interesting. I'm going to say this. You can freeze the... This is a dangerous precedent to set, that's to say that you can just freeze any liquid. But I'm gonna say that there's enough water in this liquid that you can freeze it, and it will a little bit like when you freeze vodka, it goes very syrupy, which stops it from really spurting out and accelerating it. And a combination of that and the dampening and the fixing of the thing. Can you roll me an Arcana as well, just for the general DC-ness of it all?
Oh heck yeah! That was a 14, which with a +2 from my Arcana gives me a 16. Does that work?
Yeah. God damn it, you guys. That is good enough. That is for sure good enough. It takes a bit of time, and you're all like, there's this like flurry of excitement as everything happens, and there's you guys jump into action, do the various different things that you said that you've done. 2 of you using magic, and then it's calmed down, and you just look back at Binti, who is still like wide-eyed staring at you as she's still just stirring her cauldron full of thick liquid, and goes, bloody hell, you're good, aren't you, you lot? Thank you. I think my house would have burnt down if you hadn't been here. Right, well,
Cam's instinctively picked up the broom and is sweeping up like the sand. He's like, Chamomile is very sorry for the mess.
No.
And he begins like cleaning it up.
I think it's wonderful. You got to you'll stay here for dinner, I think, won't you? You'll be staying. You said you said that before the thing did. You can stay the night for sure. I hope you're all right with bread. I've got sausages. Frankly, I'm getting a bit. We mostly eat kippers here, but I'm very bored of it. Gary's kippers, they get old quite quickly. So we've got sausages tonight and potatoes. You're all right with that?
Wonderful.
We'll have bread in the morning if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at this for a little bit longer, but if you don't mind, you can go in. If you go in and then you go up the stairs, it's the first left, and I'm afraid to say that the I haven't put the linen on the beds yet because I didn't have time. But you can go in there and put your feet up for a second if you want. I'll meet you in there in about an hour once I've got this this batch ready. Thank you so much. Goodness me, what a treat.
Quite all right. And I'm gonna gently take the broom from Cam and like lead him in and like put just a hand on Serge's back and be like, "It's okay. Just wait until we get into the room. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You did good. It's gonna be okay."
You step into the house, which is pale wood floorboards, and it's actually pretty nice. There is in the middle of the room there is a wagon wheel which has the candles on it hung from the ceiling, and as you go up the stairs into it is just one spare room, but there are twin beds in it, and a wash basin and a couple of chests, and you sit down on a bed.
I'm gonna open the chest and I'm gonna slowly remove the 5 aubergines, the kipper, the book, the single page of parchment, and now the empty sack, and place it all in the chest from the carpet bag, and then close the carpet bag and put it to the side of the chest.
Cam unpacking.
Yes.
Are you okay, Cam? Serge, are you both okay?
It's okay.
Yeah. It's all. Yeah. Oh, this is nicer than I'm used to. This.
Right?
Yeah. Do you guys want to take the beds? I'll be happy with.
No.
You both take the beds. I don't really lay down.
Please. Cam has had a small cot more than his friends. His friends take the bed.
It's very sweet. But look,
It's okay.
how about this? Look, because I don't need a lot of space. I just need somewhere I can sit. You're quite tall. So maybe, Serge, if I can just sit at the end of the bed, and you can put your feet on my lap, and we'll just sleep like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Serge is like a real fidgety, like sleeping. You're just gonna get kicked in the face. Serge like runs like a dog in his sleep, just like full pound.
Just full night terrors.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Ah!
Oh.
Relax.
Is there like a chair in the room? Actually, is there like a...
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll just sleep in this chair. And I'm going to place a chair by a window, if there's a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not time for bed.
No. I was just, getting...
Yeah, I think you spend a little bit of time, at some point, Binti comes in with linens, and she makes the bed up, and she says that she's put the sausages in to cook, so it won't be very long. Potatoes are cooking, and that have a bite to eat, and then she generally sits out on her porch of an evening. It's quite a close-knit, very small close-knit community, so everyone tends to sit out on their porch and just sort of bellow at each other as the sun goes down, while they drink Binti's Picross. So I don't know how much of that you sort of engage in. She talks a little bit about...
Cam does not drink.
She has, there's some nice... full fat milk for Cam if he wants to drink that.
Yes.
There's also a little bit of juice if he wants.
I think Cam is taken aback. I think when he gets his own plate.
Yeah.
Is whole for Cam?
Yeah.
Is
There's a lot of firsts here for a lot of people. How much of it are you trying to pretend like this is totally normal, and how much you're just experiencing everything for the first time.
100%. Just sort of like sit in. I think Serge is probably like kind of intrusively almost sort of sitting at the feet of this of Binti, kind of like just like as the conversation goes like back and forth, kind of like watching her and then watching the others and then watching her, and if they laugh, like it's like a kind of kind of like delayed reaction type thing. Like meanwhile, sort of dipping a sausage in the picross until it's kind of like a little bit saturated and kind of
that's got
Made a pickled sausage. Fantastic.
It's a beer worst. It's the thing.
Yeah.
And sort of
You're
like
left with a picross that's got bits of meat floating in it. Wonderful.
and like all the like whilst he's sort of doing that, like constantly like looking for for the other two, making sure that they're close, and sort of like, you know, it's just kind of just getting into that spirit.
Do we see the what? I don't want to take this from Tom. I assume Serge shows Cam where Gary said the flowers would be.
Oh no, Serge completely forgot about
That's
that.
fine. Are we on that porch? Are we on that porch with like the window basket?
Yeah, there is a window basket. It's it's a small little kind of bushy little arrangement. Some of the leaves are like cascading over, and it's not doing very well, but there is one bud that is a kind of fairly bright fuchsia that sort of sticks out.
Hey bud, you've got a
fuchsia
bright
rose. Fuck.
I think Cam cries a little seeing the rose. I think he daren't touch it. Like he daren't touch it. I think he gets like as close as he can where his breath doesn't disturb it. Like I think he gets too close. He sees that him breathing in it and it moved a bit, and he kind of like sits back a bit, and he's like
yeah.
I think a lot of him is imagining what it would be like to be in the rose. I think that's his like
in
like within the petals.
So fucking comfy.
I think he's Cam. I think he's struggling to like differentiate the physical and emotional wants, or so like the symbolism is sort of a bit lost on him.
Yeah.
And I think he's just like, I want to be in the rose. Like he's imagining what it would be like to be like a tiny bumblebee and be in the rose.
Yeah. Yeah, well, one thing's for certain: you've all behaved like totally normal people around this hamlet of
staring
halflings.
at a barely flowering rose for upwards of an hour.
It's always you've just all been so fucking normal. Sure.
When Cam pulled the like a book and some paper and some stuff out of the bag.
And paper.
And
single paper.
And single paper. Can I take a look at them, and maybe if we're all sat on the porch together? Nyx, I don't think it's quite as, I'm not saying the other two are relaxed, but she's a bit more like, she doesn't
less
sit
distracted
and get comfy. Like she's almost like ready to go at any moment. She doesn't sit anywhere for long. She'll like get up and move quite a lot, and kind of just enjoying the space. But could she take a look at this book and paper?
Yeah, sure. The bit of paper is a letter, and the book is full of roll me an Arcana.
Oh,
Oh.
That's a 9.
It's a bunch
Okay,
of
only
fucking
good rolls
words,
only
you don't
applies to
know.
me and Tom right now.
It's
Good
a lot of
boys,
shapes.
good rolls.
Shapes and words and maths, and it's like, okay.
Okay.
The piece of paper is a letter that says, don't, essentially saying, I hope that if you keep him, that is our debt squared away, essentially. It is not signed by a name, but it is addressed to Sikros. And the writing is pretty fancy, and there's a little bit of like black. No, I'm gonna say, fuck it. I always forget to tell you to roll. Roll, like a perception.
Lydia's being too nice. That should definitely be an investigation.
I can do investigation if you want.
No, it's not investigation. It's not.
Another 8, so that's 13.
You read it and you think that I don't know what this is. It also doesn't have a wax, like any residue of wax seal on it, so it was like handed rather than sent. And when you think, okay, I don't know about that, and you go to put it down, you realize you've got like a smear of sticky black smelly liquid, like goop, on your finger. I mean, if you want, you can investigate the goop.
Yeah, can I investigate the goop?
Yeah.
Let me investigate the goop.
It's not much. It's not, it's not like you can't get the...
It's not much, but it's the thought that counts, Lydia. It's the
14.
good thought.
It's just a little smudge, a little sweet smudge for you.
14.
Which one of these boys is gooey?
You rub it between your fingers and you smell it, and you remember you didn't know him, but in the scuffle there was a small person that excreted this goop who was sadly lost. And here you go. And you know exactly who it is.
He's Boggle?
Okay.
He's Boggle.
She sheds a single tear.
F's in chat for Boggle.
Okay.
While you're doing all of this, I'll say, the bellowing that's happening across the walkway, everyone wants to know what the last person that Binti had in her house was like. And she's kind of calling back, saying, I tell you what, he didn't know that sausages came from pigs. But he's very handsome and he had a good singing voice. But he's, what a...
Is pig?
Yeah, the sausages that you just had, they come
Is
from
pig?
pigs. Oh, no, not another one. How do people not know these things?
Is pig big?
Big.
Yeah, we tend to get a pig, and then when we can't bear to have the kippers anymore, we make sausages
Yeah.
and bacon. You'll be eating the bacon tomorrow. They taste really nice.
Is
Anyway, she sort of she stopped to talk to you, and then she goes back to shouting at Gary. He seemed nice, good looking, isn't he, for a human? Kind of good looking guy, but he's gone now. Very fancy. We haven't had that kind of type round here, not in a long time.
What?
Kind of important,
Cam,
I think.
adjusts his waistcoat a bit.
What was he doing here?
He was passing through on his way to Adaway Haven, just like you.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
Noble, I believe.
And where'd he come from?
I don't know. I think probably where to.
Okay.
The castle, but that's that way. You've been to Wetu.
Oh.
I assumed you were also from Wetu.
Yeah, it's...
Yes, we came from. Yeah.
Oh, yes. No? Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, I wondered when I saw you lot, mainly when I saw Cam there, because he's kind of, he's got that fancy belt.
Cam, gentleman.
He, he was actually the pro-council's son. Fancy. Had a couple of people with him and a carriage with fun and everything.
Just like a full 2-3 seconds after everyone else in like the little area has reacted, and then when Serge reacts late, Cam then looks at Serge's face and goes, "Oh."
It's just Serge and Cam going. Oh.
Yeah, so she essentially is talking about they went off this morning, but it was a that she had nobility staying overnight, and it was the son of the pro-council with a couple of servants, and they moved on over to Arroway Haven.
I mean, just what would I know anything about what like pro-councils, noblemen?
Roll me
Carriages.
a little bit like a history, I guess.
And history. And whole history.
And whole history.
You know what? I'll roll and whole history as a treat for you. That was a 16.
Yeah.
Only good rolls.
Only good rolls. Only good rolls. I think as soon as she says the word pro-council, it's like this whole flood of societal structure pops back into your head, and you have this like memory of you have a memory of your family, of your old family, and how they used to talk about the setup of land dwellers, and how a pro-council was who was the person who governed over the city, and it made a big difference if you had a good pro-council, because your family were often selling their farming goods to the city, and it made a big difference to trade. If one of the reasons why you lived where you did was because there was a good, fair, strong pro-council in the city that you traded to, and so you suddenly have this kind of this flood of memory about elected officials. And how you have pro-council kind of at the top, and you have prefects who sort of look out over the custos or custodians who are like the police, and it's like nobility are slightly different. They're not elected, they are born with their thing. You just have this kind of like flood of law.
It's like the BBC Sherlock, just like
yes.
All custers are bastards, huh?
Yeah, and I guess for you it kind of makes sense in a way that it wouldn't really for Cam, and Cam's just like nodding along, and I don't know about Nyx. Probably...
Yeah, I'd say can Nyx try and recall? I think Nyx is desperately trying to recall information of, just to seem like a normal person.
Yeah, roll it.
17.
Yeah, you don't remember.
Oh. Cool. No idea.
You're not sure. And the sun goes down.
Yes.
And the moon.
Cam pricked 4 of his fingers on the rose thorns. It's sharp.
Oh god, it's full on a cow walking into an electric fence. It's ah!
And I would say, the non-elven descent people potter off to bed. Certainly Binti goes off to bed, and Nyx, I don't know, you probably stay out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think Nyx would probably find a spot, like not too far, but probably outside, where she can just sit and lay and enjoy looking up at the stars that she's dreamt about for a long time.
Yeah. And guys, I think we'll leave it there. We'll come back to pig bacon next time. The great cliffhanger that is pig bacon.
You'll get to see Cam in his long johns.
Oh my god!
Oh goodness. Well done, guys. First session done. Thank you for coming, everybody. Come back next week, same time, same place, and we will. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep plugging away.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lydia. That was great.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lydia. Good crows or Law Queens for Lydia.
Good crows.
You all rock.
We'll get this up onto the YouTubes come Monday. So if you either want to share this, please do. It's much appreciated. If you only managed to catch some of it, you'll be able to catch the whole thing on the YouTubes.
You'll be able to watch Picking Up Badgers. You'll be able to watch Hawking Up Pig. You'll be able to watch all the greats.
All the greats, and we'll be
stroking. Don't forget Kipper stroking.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll probably all be in the Discord momentarily. Thank you very much to all of our mods. Thank you very much, Sweet Poison. Thank you very much, Ruin Runes. Thank you very much, Flash. Thank you very much, Polymorph MT for following. Thank you very much, Jazzy the Hippo following, and thank you very much for Tar Fantastico for following. Thank you very much, Rudy, for those bits. Thank you very much from Michelle for doing all of the art. It's all incredible. But yeah, thank you guys. We'll be here again next week. Oh.
So just a very unprofessional. Just a very quick shout out. She's not here live, but she will be watching the VOD, I hope. Happy birthday to Daya, one of our
Happy birthday! Join the Discord.
Go and join our Discord first of all. You might get a shout out too. But also check out as a little birthday treat. Go and check out Daya's podcast. It's called. Oh my god! It's called. Oh my god!
It's in the Discord.
He's absolutely fucked it.
He has absolutely fucked it. He's made a rod for his own back there. Hey guys.
Dice out now game, otherwise known as Dong. Bitch.
There we go.
Dice out now game on podcast on podcasts. I'm very sorry, Dave, for fucking that up massively, but it's a really fun podcast.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Also, happy birthday yesterday to Ash. Also, in the middle of that, guys, Vincent D'Onofrio tweeted me. So sorry if I was a little bit distracted.
No.
Pig, talking of pig.
Oh my god.
I'm famous now, bitch. One D&D stream. I'm famous. Fuck you. I'm gone.
You're gonna start a Twitch stream with fucking Vincent.
Yeah, me, my boy Vinny D. It's one-on-one. Side quest, Tom's gone. It's me and Vincent D'Onofrio now. We all knew it was coming.
Yeah, I'm out.
But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. We will see you next week.
Saturday. And then come back here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Saturday for Dragon Age in the morning and Cyberpunk side quest in the afternoon. Also, if you like this character art, look at this little guy. Look at this fucking little guy. He's adorable. Michelle did it. Michelle's Patreon's open. Feline Trickster, at Feline Trickster, as you can see there. These are all of our socials. Also, she has commissions, potentially some open, maybe next month. She's been inundated. If you want your character immortalised by the incredible Feline Trickster, give her a shout. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And have a very wicked Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.